and this is Bubba Rude. I'm with Dale the Impaler and Eric Fulton, and we are here to do our Barium Podcast Episode 8. So, let's start with Dale and the Canucks review.
The Canucks review. Well, the cool thing about this week is I was actually physically in the arena watching the Canucks versus the Wild, and it was okay. It was an okay game. It was tied all the way to they went back and forth, and ultimately the Wild tied it up, and then there was a fight, and then it was an OT, and then they lost an OT. So that was a bummer that they lost, but I thought it was a pretty good game. I'd said I was going to maybe pick the Wild to be my team for the playoffs, but I'll get back to that later. So that was, I don't know, it was disappointing, but I thought it was a good enough performance. They're clearly not playing. They had some people out on the ice that you wouldn't necessarily see. There's a lot more ice time for folks that we wouldn't not have normally seen. The fight was good until the linesman decided to jump on top of the Canuck guy, and what was his name? It was Fordberg, and then the Wild guy punched him while he was on the ice and broke his orbital bone, which I found out the next day. But it looked pretty nasty from where I was sitting, and it took a while for them to sort it out. And I don't know if they showed it on TV, but when the Wild guy came out of the penalty box and was directed to leave the game, he did that thing where you false charge at some of the players that were on the Canucks players. It was a strange thing to see in an NHL game. It was, I don't know. I've seen that kind of behavior, at a junior game or something, but to see it at the NHL level, I guess he had his blood right up for sure, but it was interesting. I don't know what else came of that afterwards. I didn't follow up. And then the Canucks beat the Sharks fairly handily. Though they had to do that in OT as well. And then the Golden Knights kicked the ever-living snot out of them for their last game of the year, which is a bummer, but it is the Golden Knights, so at least the Canucks got the first goal, so good for them. And that's it. They're golfing.
All right. Well, Foley, how about we give it a little wrap-up on the Flames?
Well, it was a tough week. Boys battled hard, played meaningful hockey at the end of the year, but they didn't make the playoffs. Kind of getting jerked up about it right now. But no, it was other than that. Watching tonight's game, we got a whole bunch of new kids in the lineup, which is looking good. They're two defensemen they got. Bubba and I have been watching them. What do you think, Bub? Which one do you like better?
Oh, Perek for sure.
Yeah, I think he's got a little more
jam to his game.
Just confidence, right?
Yep.
I like watching him play. Carter just got one.
Another one?
Another one. Calgary's playing their best hockey the last game of the year.
That's good. You know what? That's how you need to do it. Who are they playing right now?
LA.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a game canceled earlier in the year, so this is a makeup game.
Oh, interesting.
That'll sound Bubba. Hoping that they put Wolf in, because if he got one more win, he'd tie Mike Vernon for the Calgary most wins by a rookie goalie. But they didn't do that.
Oh, well, that's kind of interesting.
No, other than that, it's been, like I've talked about all year, it was fun to watch a team that works hard. Wish they would have finished lower. That's not going to happen with Wolf in the net or Dan Vladar. But other than that, Bubba, what do you got for the Coilers?
Just another couple of, 100-point seasons for them. That's the fourth in a row. So headed to the playoffs. Not golfing like the other two teams that we talked about. And yeah.
But they might be gilfing. I think you taught me that last week. So
No. That's just you that's going gilfing.
No, I think that might be the Oilers. Yeah. Okay.
They're not yet. They're out playing. They get to play the Kings in the first round, so that should be fun. So, how about we go right into that then? We'll start with the West. Winnipeg versus St. Louis. Dale, who's your pick and why?
Yeah, so I think fully you've talked about this, watching some things about I desperately want the Jets to win. They've done super well, really great season for them. So way to go, guys. And it'd be great to watch them get through the series and win. But the Blues are taking names right now. So it will be exciting. I think it will be exciting. And I think it might go to 6 or 7. And it's going to be a toss up in my mind. But I would like the Jets to win. So I'm going Jets, 6 or 7 games.
All right. And how about you, Fully?
Well, I think I did pretty well. Talked about the Blues lots, but I think, Hellebuck doing what he did in the Four Nations, got lots of confidence. I think it's going to be Winnipeg in 6.
Winnipeg in 6.
Winnipeg in 6.
I see. I've got St. Louis, guys.
Yeah, all right.
You know what?
Look at you.
Just take a look at it. I mean, who outdueled who in the Four Nations Cup?
Yep.
Winnington won. And frankly, St. Louis has been playing better hockey the last 3 weeks than Winnipeg has.
Well, that's the thing. They have. That's true.
So I mean that certainly is gonna certainly adds up to something. I mean that's a team that didn't look very good there for a while and now looks really good, and they're playing playoff style hockey. Have been for the last 3 weeks, busting their butts to get in, and I just think they're perfectly poised to be spoilers with their depth and their young guys and their proper excellent veterans that they've got. Hopefully the injury bug is over with them and they could get some of their guys back. I could see them easily I shouldn't say easily because that's never fair. I can see them coming out of it in 6 or 7 games as well. All right, so Dallas and Colorado. Let's start with Fully this time.
Oh, so tough. It's hard to go against the best 1-2 punch in the league with Colorado, but I think Ottinger's got to stand on his head, pretty much. No Hiskinen. That'd be like Colorado not having a car. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Colorado in 5. And Perek just scored.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
good to hear.
Did just walk the blue line to play before that. Remember I was saying I just wanted to see him walk it.
See him do it.
Yeah, I wanted to see how he moved. Did well.
Excellent.
I should mention that Hammy's cousin was playing his first rookie game, I guess, when watching the Wild there. So we were watching him play.
Yeah.
And he was definitely lost in the first period and most of the second. It was kind of funny. It wasn't funny, but like you could tell that he was like, holy shit, I'm on an NHL game. it was pretty good.
Yeah, you watch all different rookies react differently.
Yeah, he won his face-offs. Like he was doing that good, but yeah, he was a little bit lost. But overall, whatever. Anyway, I guess I should talk about who I think is going to win this one.
Please do.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. So I have no reason for this, other than I randomly I like the Dallas Stars and I just want to watch them. I want them to win, and I'm going to just go. I think they're going to do it in 4.
Dallas in 4.
Dallas in 4. It's
that.
like I would put $20 on that, and it's probably like 1,000 to 1 odds or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I'm going Dallas in 4.
Got a hunch, eh?
That's right. There's no reason for it. No reason. 0.
So there's reasons for the other predictions, just not this one.
This one I'm feeling it in my bones. This one.
Just
wait. We'll compare the reasoning with all of them.
Are you writing this down, by the way, Bubba?
Why would I write it down? We're recording it. We can listen to it.
Oh yeah, I guess so. Fair enough.
All right.
Like, right, it needs to be triple confirmed.
What do you think he's writing? Transcribing the episode?
Yes. Now you have a pencil. I want to.
But you've been writing all this down. Episode 8, he's got a journal. He just goes, I'm 100 miles an hour.
There's software that'll do that, guys. I'm not going to do it.
You got to have like a journal with, like a little strap on it and flowers on the front. It says Bubba's.
Yeah.
I got a green notebook. That's about as close as you're going to get. But I don't transcribe stuff. I just write my own notes. So, but I've got Colorado without a doubt. I mean, I think it's going to be a 7-gamer, but Colorado's been the hotter team lately. As fully mentioned, Dallas doesn't have Heiskanen, and there's lots of talk that Ottinger is going to sit on the bench to start the series. So, because right now, DeSmith's been their better goalie for the last, 3-4 weeks. But I just don't see that team having gelled like Colorado has.
And guess who's coming back?
Oh yeah, Landis.
Yeah.
I mean, the team's been playing so well, and all they need is this big freaking hulking lug to come back in and, make everybody cock hard and be ready to fight and fuck. So
hard cocks.
Okay.
I just think Colorado's has got everything going for them right now.
Agree.
And Dallas just is not in that same boat. So, Dale, Mr. Impaler, Vegas versus Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm going Vegas, and I think they can do it in 5. They just, you know what? They're good. The Golden Knights have been solid all year.
Been pretty good.
Penalty kill. They're good.
All right, Foley, how about you?
I don't think I can say better than Dale did. They're good. Las Vegas Knights for sure. Bunch of Stanley Cup winners.
Yep.
Just gotta, with that team, the goaltending's important. It's been when they were very successful. So as long as they get some good goaltending, they're a dangerous team. So yeah,
I mean the Wild have Kaprizov.
Yeah, well, it's just even just watching the Wild, other than getting Curl back, and that when they played here this last little bit with him back, they're still a pretty vulnerable hockey team. So,
but
Las Vegas beat them bad.
And I've got Vegas too. They're just too deep a team compared to Minnesota. I mean, as you touched on, they're night and day better team with Kaprizov in the lineup, but they're still not a contending team. I don't believe. It's
agree.
Yeah, they, it wasn't like
they're a good team and they could surprise somebody, but they're not going to surprise Vegas.
No.
And they're not going to surprise me. Like I'm too far away.
And they're not coming for you anyway. Actually, I'd be surprised if they did come for you. That would actually be surprising.
All right, Mr. Foley.
Mm-hmm.
LA and Edmonton.
A lot of variables in this, but I think it's LA's time. I don't think you can play this many series against somebody and one of them not get lucky enough or get the right breaks or have the right amount of injuries that Edmonton has to support right now. So I'm going LA in 6.
Okay, Mr. Dale.
Well, so I just want to highlight one stat that matters for me is LA since the trade deadline, they are 17-4-0, which is pretty darn amazing, and they are coming in wanting to win. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be Kings in 6, maybe 7.
You gotta pick one. I think maybe 7, but it could be 4. So what is it? 6. If I add one, it might be 5.
Well, I know I can't. I don't want to commit. No, Kings in 6.
What are you committing to that's so hard?
I'm committing to Kings in 6.
Right.
All right. You guys are both crazy, but that's okay.
No,
Oilers.
we're all going to be sad about the fact that Skinner's a piece of shit, and they should have got a new goalie way back halfway through the year when they knew that they didn't have a good one.
Well, we're going to start with Pickard anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, still not a great goalie.
He's a playoff goal. He's in the playoffs. Where's Demko and Lankinen and Svitas? All right, they're golfing.
I know. Seeloff's wearing a fancy shirt golfing. Come on, give him some time.
Anyway, I just think Edmonton's got too much scoring power. You know, everybody's coming back except for Ekholm on the first series. I think you've got a roster that's been playing playoff hockey for 4 weeks. I think they're shown that now these guys got some confidence. They're going to have some depth scoring on top of McDavid and Draisaitl. Pretty hard to argue. I think it's just the best team that there is right now. Of those two, anyway.
Out of those two, yeah. They're better on paper. But
they're just a better team. It's just
I think so.
All right. Moving on to the East now. Mr. Dale. Toronto and Ottawa. Battle of Ontario.
Yeah, I know, right? It's so funny because it's like if you say Toronto, you know you're not going to, because aren't they like the world's worst performer in the playoffs? I can't. There's a stat I saw yesterday. I can't remember what it is now, but something like they've lost in the first round. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I want Toronto to win, so I'm gonna say Toronto in 7. That's my prediction. But a great series, because really, at the end of the day, 2 Canadian teams, Canada win, by the way.
All right. Mr. Foley.
Well, if you can't have the Battle of Alberta in the playoffs, you might as well have the Battle of Ontario. This could be awesome. I think that obviously I would rather Ottawa win, but I think Toronto this year is built the right way, especially for the East. So I'm going to go Toronto in 6.
Toronto in 6, you say? All right.
Yeah. As much as I'd love to see Ottawa to go ahead.
I've got Ottawa in 7, and I just think it comes down to speed and watching the power play lately. That line with Cousins and Stützle is absolutely bananas on the power play. They're just, McDavid and Draisaitl type good on the power play together. Like it's nuts.
Come on now. They've done it for 2 weeks. Can't compare them to those two.
I just said it's been like, it reminds me of that. I'm not saying it is, I'm just saying it reminds me of it. The passing, those two seem to know where each other is. And I mean, this is amazing for two guys that are, only been playing together since the trade deadline, really.
Yeah, some chemistry just works.
Yeah, fair, absolutely. So, and I got a hard time cheering for Toronto, and it's not just that. It's that they've shown time and time again, better team on paper, worst team when it comes to actually getting through. So that's my call on it.
They find ways to fuck it up.
They have an immense propensity to find ways to lose fucking series. I mean, you're talking a team that was up, 3 goals in Game 7 and lost Game 7. It's just, like I said, they just find ways to lose. Anyway, on from the Battle of Ontario to the Battle of Florida, Fully.
Oh, it's going to be a good one, too. Couldn't have scripted any better. It's the first round, especially in the East, are going to be awesome. Florida, the Stanley Cup champions. Don't know what their injury situation is going to be like going in. Tampa, the second highest scoring team in the league. Big Cat playing the way he does. They got home ice, which is huge. Tampa in 7.
Tampa in 7, okay.
Tampa in 7.
Dale?
Yeah. It's another one of those ones where I think I'll go with what Foley said, Tampa in 7. But what I think is kind of, what I like about it is that Florida's going to beat the living shit out of each other, and whoever manages to crawl their way out of Florida and head into the next round is just
out of the
gonna be an
Everglades,
absolute
right out of the
disaster.
swamp.
Yeah,
Couple,
whoever gets out of the swamp is going to be a mess.
yeah, couple snapping turtles on your balls, like
exactly.
eels.
Eaten by a gator.
Yeah,
they're not coming out pleasant at all. So I think that's going to be great because we're not going to have to worry about any Florida team making it all the way to the end, I think. Yeah, we could be surprised, but I really do think those two teams are going to murder one another.
Yeah, it'll be like 2 men enter, 1 man leave.
Half a man leave.
1 man leave.
Thunderdome, baby. Thunderdome.
One man beat to shit leaves.
You can't really, they're coming out of the swamp. I mean, yeah, when guys from the swamp go at it, it's all in. Knives, teeth, toenails.
I've been on those Everglades. It's a gnarly place. Like, it's like another world.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we're fishing, and I was at the front of the little 16-footer, and I had my arms out the side while I was having a nap or sleeping or passing out, one of the two. And the guy, our guy, just freaked out. He's like, told my buddy to grab me, shook me, get your arms in the boat. Just need a gator coming up and just taking one off. But yeah, no, it was a spooky place.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, I've got Florida, and I'm thinking 7 games too. I just think it's hard to bet against the Stanley Cup champs, like you said. Then looks like there's a pretty decent chance that Tkachuk's going to be ready to play game 1. So that's a pretty huge kick in the pants for them. Pretty important piece of their team. Says that he's probable for game 1. So
yeah, he's still playing hurt,
Well, he hasn't been playing at all. So
I know, but he's coming back, and he's gonna be playing hurt. He's got whatever's going on. He's gonna be hurt.
It's marked as a groin injury apparently. So
right.
So I mean, he's had enough time off for most typical groin injuries. He should be healed up enough to play. So hopefully. All right. Now one that should be also interesting too. Mr. Dale, Washington versus Montreal.
Yeah, I'm going Montreal for no reason other than I just want to see the Habs go. So Habs in 6. Go Habs.
I'm detecting
also, the fact that the Habs game made it so that the debate for our politicians had to be delayed or whatever the hell it was that they had to do in French there because the game was on and they knew that there wasn't a single Quebec person that was going to watch a debate of a bunch of politicians pretending that they could speak French, and instead they were going to watch the game. So I just think Habs, give her, boys.
Fully? What's your take on this one?
Well, I agree with Dale again for no reason. I think the Habs are going to do it. I think they're fast, playing out of their mind. Not, when you're playing that good, you don't know why you're doing it. It just goes. Capitals came a little bit back down to earth after Ovi's, monumental goal. And I don't know. I think Washington, if Washington plays real physical, it's over. But if they let Montreal buzz around, which I might think might happen, Montreal in 6. Yes.
All right. Well, I've got Washington, and I just think that they've got better goaltending and scoring. NHL scoring leader. Other guys that have played great this year. I mean, you got guys that are plus 40? Like, it's teams that are just winning, finding ways to win all the time. And, they finished as high as they did in the East because they were the best team there. So, that's my take.
Good take.
Right. Yeah. You're I'm wishing and fishing at the same time. So happy.
All right. Fully then, that just leaves Carolina and the New Jersey Devils.
Yeah, I think this is going to be the easiest one to pick out of all of them. Like Carolina in 5, I think they're just a smothering, bad, hard hockey team to play in New Jersey. Without obviously Jack Hughes, they're a good defensive team. They have to withstand just a barrage of forechecking and bodies and relentlessness. So yeah, Carolina 5.
All right. Dale?
Yeah, this is one that's hard because I don't know much about the Carolina team. I knew a little bit about the Devils, but not much. So I'm gonna follow fully there and say let's go Carolina 6. But I'm coming from really uninformed because I don't know much about any of those teams.
All right. This is going to be one where the three of us all agree, because I've got Carolina as well. And I just think it comes down to the injuries to Jack Hughes and the inconsistent play of one Jacob Markstrom, which both you two guys are, more than a little familiar with.
I know.
Victims, not familiar. Victims.
Victims of,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, he's just going around the NHL and making a fucking.
Oh,
There you go.
like there's HR to call. I'd be calling.
Exactly.
Makes me feel dirty.
New Jersey's still got some good players, but I just think if you look at what Carolina's got, it's just there's just too much of it, and they just play too good a game. Period.
Yep, just depends on their goaltending. They get, who do they start? Do they start Frederick or the kid that's been playing better?
Kochetkov. That's the one. Personally, that's who I'd start. He's your goaltender, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think when you have two goalies that both can play, so it'll just be a matter of which one decides to play and which one that doesn't.
Whichever one they think's hot. Yeah, cool.
And then I guess once we're done this round, we'll do this again.
Yeah, we should. It'd be cool. I think it'd be good to see how we've got it recorded, as you have just pointed out. Thanks, Foley.
I've been writing everything down just to back it up, though, just to be clear.
because we need to have a written record. But it'd be good to see how we did. For sure. And then head into that second round. I love it.
Well, you marked it all down, eh, Bubs?
I've got mine marked down, which ones I picked, and we'll go from there. So
there we go.
So Foley, let's move on to the question and answer period part of the show. What's a dumb thing you did as either as a teenager or young adult that nearly removed you from the gene pool?
There's many, things a person's done to, put yourself in jeopardy, but to absolutely erase yourself. I think I was in Mexico. We went on a day trip by boat. You come back by this little 16-foot boat, and I had way too much fun that day. And we're about, I don't know, the people on the shore were small, and I asked the guide or driver, a lot of sharks here? He's like, lots of sharks. I'm like, good enough, and I bailed off the back of the boat. And I looked down, and it's like dark blue. And I'm like, oh, this sucks. But the best part was I could hear my wife, no, don't worry about him. So the guy said, should I turn back? My wife's like, nah, don't worry about him. She hadn't me by that end of that time of the day anyway. So yeah, I swam back, and that's the time got in real jeopardy.
Clearly, your life insurance was all paid up at that point.
Yeah, probably.
So you were way offshore? Like you could see the beach, but barely?
Yeah, but they're little people. Back then I was a pretty good swimmer, so I was never afraid to swim, but swam lots in the ocean, but never seen it that dark below me.
Yeah, that's a whole new level of eerie, isn't it?
Yeah, it took, I don't know, probably 15 minutes to get on the sand.
Just lucky the current wasn't coming back out or something.
Yeah, I've dealt with that before too. We did that in Florida. We jumped in as the tropical storm came in off the beach breaker, and it sucked me and my buddy out. And I knew to swim sideways, and then you get pushed back in, but he struggled. And it was, that's probably another time I shouldn't have done.
Oh, I can just picture that too. Like I have no problems picturing you doing this, right? Like just spending half the day drinking beer or whatever, deciding, oh, this is a great idea. Ploop, off you go. Silly bastard. Well, how about you, Dale? What have you got for a story for us?
I've done lots of things. When I was logging, it was there was a lot of opportunity to be removed from the mortal coil, but it's more like a work thing. Like chosen to just do something stupid as fuck. I decided with my friend that we would. I guess I was 17, and I worked as a summer maintenance guy at a summer camp. I told you guys this before. Well, me and the lifeguard had the day off, and we decided that we were going to hike. There was another summer camp actually on the island, but it was like on the other side of the island. The island's pretty big, and we said, we're young, we could do it. Yeah, we'll just walk there. And we had like a 1 to 50,000 map, so that's like pretty shitty scale.
Yeah,
and no idea if there was a trail or not. So we just headed in a direction, and off we went. And we left early. We left at like 7 a.m, and we made it to this other camp. It was really cool. Like, we kind of wandered around the island, got up high, saw it's an island, so you can see the edge and know kind of where you are. So that was great. So we got there at around lunch, which was awesome. We had lunch, and then there was another part of the island had summer cabins and a little store, which we heard about. I'd never been, and it was on the map. It's called New Brighton or something like that. Anyway, we decided we'll go there. But it was like up and over the island, and there's a mountain in the middle. But we said, again, we've only made it this one place with this map. We can easily make it the other place. So, and we had food in our belly because they gave us, lunch. So that was cool. So, yeah, off we went. One water bottle between the two of us. And turns out the mountain was actually like a lot more mountainy. The cool thing was we got to the top of this mountain, and there was this like really cool lake, and we'd bushwhacked to the lake because there was no fucking trail. And it was filled with newts, like little salamanders.
Yeah,
like killer newts.
Yeah, like they were just little. They had
really, because I haven't heard anything to put you in jeopardy yet.
No, not yet. No, but
okay.
So we got.
I thought the killer newts were it.
Okay, yeah. So that was cool. We're up there at the top, and then we're like, okay, now we go down, and we figured we'd be at this town. Well, no, we got absolutely lost. So now we're just wandering aimlessly around, no compass, and we're in the middle of the island on the top of this hill, and it's getting darker, and we have no idea what the hell. So we're just like found a creek and just went down until we hit the ocean, and then we had no idea where we were. And now it's like getting darker, and I realized, looking at the map and sorting it out and using all my 17-year-old Dale skills at mapping, which were very poor, I figured we were like this inlet away from a trail that I actually knew about that would get us back to the camp. And but we had to swim across an inlet that was probably about maybe a mile. So I'm not the world's greatest swimmer, but I'm with a lifeguard. He's a good swimmer. So he says, well, why don't we just get a log, and you can hang on the log and I'll drag you across. And now it's dark. So we swam across. I'm hanging onto a log. He's doing most of the work, which was great. I was helping, but I had a log. And we went across. And as we were going across, a fishing trawler, like I guess it was coming, there was a place for boats to kind of do their thing up this little inlet, came right past us. So we almost got run over by a boat in the dark. While he was dragging me on a log across. Then we get there, we're soaking wet, no big. It was summer, so it wasn't that big a deal. We found the trail up and over, down, made it back. Yes. But yeah, it was pretty sketchy on that log, swimming across in the twilight. Not the smartest move.
No.
And pretty tired. We'd hiked.
I'll put a quick synopsis on this. Two guys try to get to another camp to go finger bang two other chicks at this camp. Okay. And madness ensues. Not so much on the way there, but on the way back. Is that like meatballs?
No, but you made it dirty. That's great. That's
what the hell are you going to another camp for? You're two 17-year-old guys just going to get in a boat and romantically row around, or what were you doing?
That's Brokeback Mountain. No, I don't.
It's more like offshore cowboys.
Honestly, I don't know why we chose to do that. I cannot remember. I think it was We'd been talking about it. We neither of us had been there. We'd heard about. We knew there was another camp there. I think
And
the
there was
lifeguard might
there
have
was
known.
no motivation that there might be a girl at this other
Oh no,
place.
there were girls there. Yeah, that was cool. But there were girls where we were too, so that wasn't like the end of the world. But pretty sure the lifeguard knew somebody there. That had to be the reason, because we were welcomed when we got there. They gave us lunch and stuff. It was
a couple
cool
couple guys meet you there.
No, it wasn't guys. It was,
No,
but I mean,
No.
hey.
Back then with the short shorts, high socks, couple
Yeah,
guys.
definitely had. I'm pretty sure I was wearing jeans cutoffs. I'm certain that would have been the
Exactly
case.
what you were wearing. Come on now.
Yeah.
It's
with the
Daisy
pocket.
Dukes with your ass cheeks hanging out.
That's what I was going to say. That's where I was going with that. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So I was trying to save you there. So instead of you saying, me and this other dude just got in a boat together, and we're just gonna we're gonna go we're gonna go lodging and together.
We walked.
Or walked, whatever.
Walking. We walked. We did our own triathlon. We ran. We walked. We didn't bike. I guess we did swim though.
Swim.
Anyway, there's other things I've done, but that was one that was pretty fucking stupid if I think about it now.
Worth it if you're going to get some ladies.
I don't know. It's like the thrill of exploring, man.
Yeah, I get it.
I spent the rest of my life walking in the forest for a really, really long time. I guess it stuck with dudes and girls too.
Hey,
Yeah.
No judging, man. No judging.
No judging.
No
Exactly.
judging.
Well, maybe just a little.
Your forest walks with dudes is what it is.
No, I got paid for it. I got paid to do.
You riding logs down the river with dudes.
I would I get in a helicopter, we'd fly somewhere, and they'd drop us off in the forest. Two dudes get to walk around the forest, look at things. Awesome. All right, Baba. What'd you do?
Oh, so when I was 17, I went to Revelstoke to play a little junior hockey. I mean, that's what most guys like to do at 17, play some hockey. Me and some buddies though decided that from the team, of course, didn't feel like going to school that day. I mean, I only had class in the morning, so we left at noon. So I think they were cutting class, but I wasn't. Anyway, we were driving from Revelstoke down to Salmon Arm. Guys figured we should go there. One of the guys has got an uncle there. I'm like, cool. He's like, he does car restorations. And of course, I'm a big car guy, so I'm up for that. And they're like, yeah, we should hit the CD store in the mall, and we'll go chase some skirt there and see what we can do and have some little fun. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we get going, and I've got my pickup there. I'm the guy driving, and you're literally just rolling along in the canyon areas, right beside the river the whole way, windy, twisty little roads. And we're BSing, as hockey players do. And the one guy looks over and he goes like, how fast is this thing? I'm like, I don't know, it's pretty quick, but I've never topped it out. Why? And he's like, because there's about a 5-mile stretch coming up here that's straight, and it's the only straight part of this whole road. And of course, being guys and being 17 and, less than intelligent, okay, so we test her out. Well, but it hit about 230 clicks. The whole truck started to lift a little and get really, really freaking light. And I'm like, I don't know where this thing tops out, but that's where I top out. And the guys are like white-knuckled, holding on to shit. And I'm like, yeah, we're good. So, anyway, we go chase skirt for the day, have a good time, check out some cars that his uncle was doing. They were pretty sweet. He was turning a 2-door hardtop 56 Pontiac into a convertible. That was pretty sweet to see.
So is that your death story? Your truck started to lift up a little bit when he went too fast?
Well, it was pretty close to killing us, yep.
You don't know that.
It wouldn't have taken much. We hit a little ripple and it did. It got pretty floaty. I'm like, I mean, it's not the only time. It's not the only time it could have killed us, but speed and more speed is usually
that's
got a lot to do with most of my stories, to be honest with you.
That could kill you. Yeah.
I mean, Philly and I did drive to Chetwynd in about 25 minutes or 24 minutes one day.
25 minutes? Bullshit. That's 100 kilometers. You're going like 200 kilometers the entire way?
We were doing 220 clicks in my diesel.
I was gonna,
Jesus. There's some straight. I mean, I could see it. It's pretty straight.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah.
I don't think we were close to death that time, though.
Was that spring?
no. You're in control the whole time, Bubba.
It was fall.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was absolutely bare out. It was nice. The weather was good.
Yeah, the roads were perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It didn't...
That
truck never floated at that speed. It was still... I don't know what it would have topped out at either. I've never figured it out, but somewhere in the same vicinity.
That straight stretch through Ground Birch, I've driven some vehicles.
We were on the brake. We were on the brakes pretty hard to get to that when you hit that corner there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That little correction line in it.
It's kind of a sweeping corner, but when you're coming in at it 160 plus, you end up having to burn the brake.
Yeah, much less at 200 plus. So.
Yeah, that's probably not great now.
But anyway,
It was fast.
Fun part of the rest of the story. We got back to town, and it's a Friday, so we get back to the school just as everything's closing up, and the guy's like, "Hey, let's go. We'll run in here, and I gotta talk to my girlfriend, and we'll go figure this thing out." I'm like, "Okay." So not really knowing what the hell they're talking about, but just going along with it because what the hell, right? They come back out and they're like, "Yeah, there's a party. How many people can we fit in there?" I'm like, "Well, the truck holds 3. I mean, we could put some in the box if we really needed to."
Wait.
But I had a box cover and stuff on, so it's not like there was a lot of room.
Wait. This whole story has changed for my brain.
Yeah, I can't follow either. I don't know where we're at.
No, I think there's a key component here. Your truck fits 3, which means you had a bench seat in the front, which means that you went to some place with 3 dudes, of which one of them was sitting in the middle like a lady.
Okay, so
cross country skiing.
regular cab pickup, regular cab short box 2-wheel drive. So anyway, I'm like, the guy looks at me. He's like, "Okay, there's a party coming on here in a little bit. We're gonna head up there a little later, but we need to be able to figure out. We need to be able to haul at least 7." I'm like, "Well, there's the 3 of us. Who's the other 4?" And he's like, starts naming these 4 ladies, and I'm like, "I don't know them all that well, but I know that they're all good looking." I'm like, "Well, I'm sure we could figure it out one way or the other." So we go and meet up with everybody later on that night and head out for the party. And sure enough, you can fit 7 people in a regular cab pickup in the cab. 3 dudes across the bottom and 4 women across the top. I got a boob in one hand. I've got somebody else's, another female's ass in my other hand. One of the ladies is driving or steering. All I'm doing is operating the pedals. Somebody's found us a gear. I think it was 3rd. That was the only one we could get it into. And we still had room for one to lay across the dash if we really needed to. But yeah, we headed out to the party that way, and fuck, what a good time. Just really, really enjoyed it.
Good times had by all.
Exactly.
Good times had by all.
Well, gentlemen.
With that,
we'll call it in episode 8 of the Barium Podcast.
Whoa, wait a sec, Bubba.
What's that?
Dale.
Yeah.
How much more longer to Vegas?
How much longer till Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, 24, 30, 35 days.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead, Bubba.
You can find our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. Episodes to be released on Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. And I hope you all enjoyed the show.